I am in. You can read that sign right there under the Smithfield. It's hard to see Harrison, Ohio. And I'll put you guys up here. Probably easier to see me. I'm gonna pull up here by this curb on the left, gingerly. Set my time. Oh, I got my. There we go. Stuck in guys. My appointment time is until 11. But I have a feeling I'm gonna be going next. So I'm gonna get myself set up. They sure haven't scooped this very well. Let's see if you guys can see this very well. This might be a bad idea. Maybe I'll push some of their snow down for them. There's usually more room. This is a dock that really sucks. There's only 3 docks here. And you're always scraping your front deer guard up on that stupid curb. So, I'm not going to pull too much further forward. These trucks to have room to get out. Tight quarters in here. There you go. Hopefully that'll stay. Hopefully the idling of the truck won't vibrate that down. A little more there. It's like perfect holder right there. So how's everybody doing out there? Just waiting to get unloaded. Hopefully I'll get unloaded early. I got a tight tight appointment times, 11 o'clock for here, so I'm hoping I'll get unloaded early so I can get over to Greenfield to get loaded. And then I'm going to good morning, Michelle. Looks like you're the only one on here. Yeah, I'm extremely exhausted too because I've been playing with that automatic shutdown most of the night. Played the Xbox for not very long. I went ahead and got some sleep because I was tired. Get some coffee made here. I'm definitely ready to get back into temperatures above 70, so I don't have to mess with this automatic shutdown stuff anymore. Hey, found this in the truck. Belongs to Elena. You still on? So still watching this, I gotta remember to bring this home for Elaine. I keep finding it underneath, and I need to bring it home to her. Hopefully it'll be like the next one. Alright. Had trouble reaching up in there to get that. So gonna get some coffee made, get ready, and hopefully I can get to the dock early so I can make that 2 o'clock appointment in Greenfield. It's about an hour and a half away. If they wait until my 11 o'clock appointment time, they jack around too much. May not make it. So this stupid. Yeah. That is redonkulous. I gotta have that automatic shutdown. What is up with my truck? Automatic shutdown crap. They done fixed everything, but that if you didn't hear me in my last video, apparently the whole reason why I was having problems the last time and that I had to use a different truck that last week. No, I had this truck last week, but the week before that I was using their other truck, their older truck, was because our mechanic, when he was switching out batteries, didn't get one of the batteries tightened down enough, and it caused a bunch of problems, which caused all the errors and everything. So yeah. Yeah, coffee pot's dirty. So truck's working fine now. Just got to deal with it not wanting to. Between the temperatures of 20 and 69, the truck will try to shut down like every so many minutes, and it's like a bunch of bull crap. You do have a bunk heater and stuff, but there is no APU on these trucks, and there's no like opti-idle. I had to think of it for a second. So I wish we had at least the opti-idle. Opti-idle's pretty slick. Cool, that's working. Okay, well, I'm waiting for coffee. I guess I'll crack open this Mountain Dew. This dock really sucks in the back end. It's tight. It's not so bad if you're going for one of these first two spots. That first spot's probably the easiest spot to go to because you got more room to do that pull up and back in, but it's really tight. If they didn't have those two trailers there and you could pull up further, you could pull up further up into there, but there's not a lot of room. And this curb right along here is really stupidly tall, and everybody's scraping their front bumpers and deer guards up on this stupid thing right here. Now we've got all that snow, so it kind of depends, because you know everybody has their good days and bad days of backing, and so yep. Every time I hear that chime, gotta hit that. But you can, you know, shut the truck down, turn the key back, and it's supposed to, you know, be able to let you sleep. But even with nothing plugged in, I shouldn't. It doesn't last for maybe 6-7 hours, and then you'll hear the chime with the bunk heater going. So it's kind of dumb, but when they bought these trucks, they should have got APUs on them. So whatever, I don't know what the difference is, because as soon as it stays above 70 degrees, everybody is idling anyway. So what's the difference? But well, I just hope I get to this dock early. And there is another El Richie truck and one of the older trucks parked where I just came in from when I first started the live feed. You can see them over there. I can't zoom in too far, but you look right there. That's one of the older trucks. But supposed to, Brian, the dispatcher, he told me to make sure that I was at the dock before the other guy, because I have a tighter pickup. Reload schedule than the other guy does. Since I get only like a 3-hour window from the time I get loaded. So I'm supposed to be here by 11. I'm already here. They've already checked me in. They knocked on my door and grabbed my paperwork. I would say around 6-7 o'clock this morning, and got me all checked in and had me write my phone number down. And so they're gonna call me when they want me to back up to one of these docks. And so I've got to open my doors and back in, and I don't really know if they care about whether I slide my tandems here or not, but it's stupid sliding your tandems when you're hooked up to the trailer. If you're dropping a trailer, I could see how they want the tandem slid back a little more to lessen the promotion of the weight of a forklift tipping a truck. But I've never seen anything happen, but that doesn't mean it doesn't happen plenty. But I haven't worked on a busy dock enough. But I've been truck driving for years, and I've never noticed trailers doing anything stupid. I've never seen landing gear fail. I know it happens. I know that there's landing gear that fails. I know that there's things that happen out there. I've just never seen it with my own eyes. I'm sure that there's some of you out there that maybe have. I've seen people lose their trailer off the back of their truck because they didn't do proper tug tests and stuff. I've lost my trailer a couple of times because of stupid reasons. The one was right in front of Dan the mechanic. Really, it was the last time, and that was because the other driver that thought he was going to be getting my trailer went ahead and pulled my fifth wheel and started cranking, and then someone stopped him, so my fifth wheel pin had been pulled, and I tried to back into it to get it to latch, and I was doing a tug test. So it was during my tug test, really, and I wasn't sure if I had been if I was securely connected. So I was driving around the yard and pulled up, and it stayed on there the whole time. I did a big old circle, and it wasn't until right about the time I was pulling up to the door to the shop that it decided to start coming off. So it's weird how long the trailers can actually stay on before they come out when they're not properly attached. So you do got to be careful. I don't always visually check that the locking jaws are on there, but I try to do a tug test when I first get underneath there. I'll tug on that real hard, and then I'll do another tug test after I've gotten out, hooked everything up, and I'll check to make sure the handle's all the way in, because just because you see that locking jaw around the fifth wheel pin, just because it looks like it's around there, doesn't mean nothing. I mean, I've had where it looked like it was all the way around and it still came out of there. So it's good to visually check, but it's the tug test that really proved whether or not it's on there. And then if you're driving through a parking lot or something with a whole bunch of bumps and potholes and stuff that jerk the trailer around on there, if it's gonna come off, it's gonna come off then. But then again, I was at the TA in Gary, Indiana several years back, and I hooked up to a trailer. I had a bad fifth wheel locking jaws or something, because any of you that have been there know that they have all sorts of potholes in their parking lot. Then they got that steep, windy S-hill up to get up to the hill to go up to the bridge, which is a steep hill, and then you got the exit ramps there to get off. Well, I had done a trailer swap when I was at K&B. When I was at K&B, my first truck I had there, something was up with that fifth wheel plate, because I was having problems with there's getting locked in all the time. So I was always nervous about whether or not I was going to lose my trailers until I got a different truck, and then everything was fine after that. But I told them that something was going on with the locking jaws on that truck, because I kept having problems with trailers trying to come off. So they worked on those that truck. I hope. Yeah, hopefully they're about ready to be done with one of these guys. Yeah, the one on the very end, he's coming out. Has to be the one at the very end coming out. Look how tight that is. He's gonna get out just fine. Think they'll be calling me next. Will I have an interruption in my service for a second? I'll get that dock right there, which sucks. That's the hardest dock to back into. I can get in there. I've done it before. But you're up against that stupid curb the whole damn time. For a second there, that guy almost looked like a driver from Alan Ritchie. Almost looked like Rich Harris for a second there, but I didn't really get a good look at his face. But the brief look I got of him kind of reminded me of Rich Harris. But I'm pretty sure Rich Harris isn't driving for Prime. Oh, he must have gotten loaded, not unloaded. So he's got sealed paperwork going on. So he might be coming over to tell me to pull into that dock. And that dock sucks. Because there's really not a lot of pull-up space. But looks like he never slid his tandems at all, so I'm not gonna bother either. He's telling me to back into that dock there, so alright. Get you guys over here. Try to adjust you guys so you have a better view. Sorry, it's kind of at an angle. There's not much I can do about that. Maybe I can jimmy this in there. It's a little better. If you would stay, that'd be perfect. Dude, you don't slide your tandems when you're crooked. That is a bad way to slide your tandems. You should wait. You need to wait till you're straight. Otherwise you cause dog legging and all kinds of stuff. Whatever. It's his ordeal. Alright, let's go to the dock. We just so happened to get the hardest dock of the three. Hopefully you guys will stay attached to the windshield like that. Go really slow, slow, slow. Whoops. And I kind of figured that would happen. Alright. What sucks about this dock is you're up against that damn curb. Trying to back up. Alright. Gloves on. Because people that design these docks sometimes are not the ones that they're not truck drivers. They don't understand how much room it really takes. So I mean, if I could curl my trailers right around this snowbank and get into there, it's just with that curb. This is what the problem is right here. It's this curb. That's the problem. Alright. Otherwise, I mean, got that much room. Alright. So I got this kind of space here. And up there, if I could have got the trailer over a little bit, but it was kind of hard with the room to do that. So, it'll be alright if you get in there. Wish I had someone that could hold the phone while I back up and show me backing up. I guess I could prop the phone up outside somewhere, but you're not gonna stay there, but phone's gonna fall before I'm done backing up. Expect to fall. It's gonna happen. Okay, so I'm gonna turn my wheel really tight to the right. Hope I can get the good angle on this. Watch this curve over there. Takes a little bit of finesse. Yes, like, subscribe, share, comment. Alright. So, wish I had a better way you guys could watch what I'm doing while I'm doing this. I'll get in there. It just might take me a while because I gotta get my trailer brought over this way. It's the stupid curb on the passenger side that's the problem. Because look at me. If you can look, right there, you see how close I am to the curb right there? Focus. Look in that mirror right there. I've only got like about a foot or so. That's not enough room. And they were nice enough to clear all the snow out. Big bats. Okay. Nope, just barely missing that trailer with the mirror. Alright. No matter what, you're up against that stupid curb over here on the right. Got some room here. Let's go check out, see what our situation is. Whoop. Check to make sure I'm not going to hit him. Alright, sorry guys, but alright, so getting my trailers moved over this way more. closer to the curb on this side now. Alright, back up. Yeah, the phone's not going to stay there. Yeah, I'm up on the curb. A little bit. There's a curb there. Better go check to see if I'm gonna hit him if I keep going. Plenty of room. I just don't have a lot of room up front. Dealing with that curb on the other side there. Sucks. If I didn't have that curb over there, this would be easy. But that curb is tall. It's like 2 feet tall almost. Sucks. The good news is the pot of coffee, most of the coffee is still in the pot. Alright. This dock sucks. Right up against that damn curb. This is what sucks. Trying to get that trailer to go over soon enough so you can follow it in without being up against that curb. Being up against that curb is my problem. Hey, I'm probably scraping up my deer guard. All the way over. Crank this bitch because I got to get around this stupid. You see the trash thing there. So, yeah. If you see what I did there against the curb, I was trying not to do that. When you're in this part of this dock, it's kind of inevitable that that's going to happen. Don't care if I'm straight or not. This dock is ridiculous. Now I've got roughly 40 some odd minutes until my 10 is up. Alright, I'm against the dock. Cool. I didn't disturb my clock, so yeah, got about less than an hour. I gotta check out the coffee situation here. Oh, got on my Sonic coat. That sucks. side. Yeah. Let's see. Lovely. I still got enough coffee to be able to have some. Hopefully there's not too many grounds in the coffee itself. Doesn't look like there's any. I really don't got any kind of towels to sop up that stuff. So grab my thermos and I'll put what's left in the thermos. Crap, they're knocking on the door. Hello.
Dock plate won't go up. I just need you to pull up on.
Oh, okay. I like that. Okay. Okay. Cool. Alright. I gotta pick up this stupid rug. Pull the coffee grounds out. Them in their stupid docks. I don't care. I'm gonna not do better. And it's not like I'm putting anything bad out there. It's just coffee grounds. They get mixed into everything. Alright, well, finish picking this up. Yeah. That's lovely. Okay. All right. Well, I need to jump off here and find out what, and call my wife and find out what's going on. She told me to give her a call when I got a chance, so I'm gonna give her a call. I'll catch you guys later. But catch you on the replay. Hit the like, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications, and leave any comments or questions or whatever. And I'll get back to you next live feed, next video, whatever. Bye.